Top of the morning to you. P here, doing a little fishing. Water's way up. Rained again last night, up and muddy. We'll see if there's any old channel cat I might be able to get snagged up on my line. Hey, Cindy, welcome in. Top of the morning to you. Karen Hunts, good morning. I have come down here to the creek, and as you can see, it rained all night. She's up, swollen, and ain't no prospecting going on. So I thought, you know what? Let's see if I can get no channel cat to get wrapped up around one of my lines there one time. Gene Cloth, top of the morning to you, Gene. Hey, Iron Antler, welcome in. Lumi, I am fishing. When you can't pan, you fish. That's right. That's right, Karen. You got that right, girl. Water's moving pretty good. This isn't the spot that I usually like to fish, but there was so much trash and debris floating in the water. I couldn't get set up there. So I moved down just a little bit. And current's taking her pretty good. I got some stink bait on here, some wildcat blood stink bait, and made by Catfish Charlie. And I got some liver on here. I got some worms with me. Paul C., welcome in. Just before I started the line, this pole right here, this one right here, it got a really good bite. And I had the phone in my hand, I had a charger in my hand, and I had everything in my hand except my pole. So we're gonna let it sit there for just a minute, see if it, whatever it was, comes back to it. But the trouble is, the way the current's bringing it is pulling me down there right about that tree line. So we may not do no good. We may have to move down just a little bit. There's another spot right here just the other side of me I can move to, and I think I can get out of some of them old snags. West County Mudlarks, howdy. King's Gold, howdy, Joseph. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Hey, Fossil Cow, do the fish see the water? Well, you know what? I don't know. That's a good question. They're in the water, but do they see it? I mean, we're in the air. Do we see the air? Sometimes. Maybe the fish sometimes see the water. Good question. Top of the morning to you, Lisa. I hope you're doing well this morning. Hey, there's Hobo Rob. Good morning. Rob, I talked with Carl yesterday, and he sent out another Carlinator headed your way. So you should be getting it, by the first of next week. Brian and Twins. Top of the morning to you, Brian. Like I was saying earlier, I came down to the creek today. It rained all night. I just wanted to see what it did, and it brung the creek up. Well, a big old guard just rolled the water out there. It brung the creek up, I'm telling you. And she's up and muddy, and I had some old livers and some worms and some stink bait there at the house, so I thought, you know what, why not give it a go? It's Stone Mercy morning. How's fishing? It's pretty good, Stone Mercy. Well, I don't know. I haven't caught anything. I've gotten one bite, and it was right before I went live, and I had everything in my hands, my phone, my chargers, and I was unable to attend to my pole. So I missed it. It was on this pole right here, but I left it out there hoping it'd come back, but he hasn't come back yet. You guys can see that old current jerking that pole around. Can't be today fishing. That's right. Yeah, you got to hold your pole sometimes. That's right. Sounds like a fishtail. Ain't that right, Rob? It sounds like it, but you know what? I ain't got nothing to show for it. It sounds like GP had his head shoved up someplace else and wasn't paying attention is what it sounds like. Yeah, I'm going for catfish. Oh, just got a little bump there on that one. Got a little bumpty bump. That one's got stink bait on it, and the other one that I had to bite on earlier it has liver on it. So I'd say he knocked that liver off because I'm just fishing straight hooks. I'm gonna reel that one in here in a few minutes and check the bait and the White Knight is here to defend the ladies. Well, them ladies need defending, White Knight. There we go. We got something popping on her. This place where I'm usually at, I generally use creek minnows. I get my own, and the water's just up too high. I went by the spot where I usually get them at, and it was up and rolling about like it is here. There's no way I could throw my net out. Well, I could have threw it out, but it would have stayed there. Let's put her that way. I can see some old gar out there rolling. I don't know if you guys can see them or not out there in the current. That's never a good sign. Them old bait stealing gar. I got all my chores done early at the house. Got the laundry done, the floors swept, the dishes done. I got Mama Bird's stream set up for tonight. She's gonna be doing a clay pay from Indiana Creek Gold tonight. That ought to be interesting. Hey, Gail, top of the morning to you. Hope you're having a good day. We had storms roll through last night and wrung the water up. I was gonna drive down and do some prospecting, and when I seen what the creek looked like here, swolled up and big, rolling and muddy, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna grab some bait and hit and try to catch no catfish. I'm gonna reel that liver pole in, and like I was telling you, I had a pretty good hit on it just before we started the stream. We're gonna reel him in and see what it looks like. Still got some liver on there. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We're gonna put some fresh on there and pitch him back out. You can't go out too far in this spot for the simple reason that the current just gonna pull it right back over there, and I got a wad of trees over here that it just rolls it up into. But what we might do is we might, and that's a big might, we might move down just a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how things go here. I don't generally fish this spot. I generally fish down just a little bit. It's a lot deeper. Believe it or not, it's about 60 foot deep over there. There's a big underground cave that comes in, and I know how deep it is because being a rescue diver, I've pulled some people that tried to swim in that undertow out there. Pulled some people out of there. We're gonna pitch this out there just a little ways and see what we can do there. See what we can do one time. Got a little liver on that one. Got stink bait on the other one. Get back over here where I can see Chad now. Well, monster would work. It certainly would. That's my brother Carl. My brother Carl. I'd like to catch a monster, but you know what? A minnow would work. Anything. Yeah, we catfishing today. I'm gonna have to move that phone because I got it set to the side there. Move this a little bit. I can't really see chat. Hey, I can see chat now. I bet you are super busy, Carl. I bet you are, brother. Carl is always busy. He's one of the hardest working men I know. Time to downsize some stuff. The secret is not to reload. Yeah, well, I have that problem myself, Lisa. Me too, Lumi. You know, I don't do enough of these fishing videos. I'm going to tell you right now. Old GP, y'all may not know it, but old GP fishes a lot. I like to fish. And hunting and fishing, deer hunting and fishing are my thing. And, you know, go prospecting is just part of it. When the fish ain't biting or the deer ain't cooperating, I do a little go prospecting. And I might say I do a lot of it. The skeeters are out in force, but I got my thermocell going here, so we're gonna try to keep them away. Feel like you got hit by a truck, but I got my butt up, went to work at 4:30. Stress sucks. Yes, it does, Carl. Stress does suck, brother. If there's anything I can do to unload that stress, you let me know, because I'm here for you, man. Perfect time for a pop-up live, says Lisa. That's what I thought. I had my stand, and I got my phone, I got my little Go Fast charger with me, and I thought, you know what? I may not catch a thing, but we'll have a good day down here. And if nothing else, we'll get to see some of you folks. I'm gonna move that camera and show you guys why I'm not casting out very far, because the spot I'm sitting in right here with that heavy current, these trees watered up in there, and we got stuff We got stuff circling the water up here. You can see that right there. And over yonder is where I usually fish at. That's where that big deep hole is, and that undertow, there's a cavern. You know, here in Missouri, it's a cave state. We got a cavern that runs through there, that runs down there about 60 feet. And it's probably deeper than that now because the water's up. The water's still up, oh, I don't know, about 10 foot higher than what it normally is. But it's just, there's a lot of trash in that, over there in that little eddy where it's circling around in that undertow. And it's hard to fish in all that trash. So I moved up. But we may move over to this area. Get on the other side of this old log here, and we may move over there and see what we can do about it. You can see all this bedrock, so you know why I'm down here. But that bedrock, it runs all the way across to the other side into the gravel bar. And that gravel bar over there, it's a pretty good little spot to hit if you want to look for a little shiny. But let's zoom that back out one time. Hey, Jason E. Miner. Welcome in, pal. So we got stink bait and liver on right now. I would throw some worms on there, but as y'all know, everything in the water eats worms, and we kind of going for channel cat today. GP woke up channel cat hungry, so we'll see what happens. GP's probably gonna go to bed channel cat hungry too. The good thing is I put some big old pork loin off in the crock pot, little liquid smoke before I left. So if the catfishing fails, we're gonna have some pulled pork sandwiches and some onion rings and coleslaw after Mama Bird's live tonight. So sand bass. No, you know, I'm not real sure what sand bass is, Lisa. Oh, there was a nice little pop. I'm looking at chat. See, GP's got his head someplace it hadn't ought to be. I believe I missed me another one right there. Swing and a miss. Hey, bada. No, I'm not real sure what sand bass is. And one Red Bull. Well, you know what? That might not be bad. I do a lot of fishing sometimes with hot dogs and red Kool-Aid. Mix that up, let it set overnight. That works pretty good. But we do in this river particular. This runs into Table Rock Lake. For those that aren't familiar with Table Rock Lake, you can Google that. It's known as bass capital of the world, Table Rock. So we got about every fish that swims in Missouri swims in this river right here. So all the good stuff, and we got a lot of non-good stuff like them old gar. I don't know if you guys can see them out there. Every once in a while, them gars rolling up and popping out there eating them minnows that are coming up. That big old gar just rolled up there. But we got walleye, crappie, we got smallmouth, largemouth bass, channel cat, blue cat, flatheads. Of course, we got goggle-eyed bass, we got rock bass, we got perch, we got bluegills. Just about everything swims that you want to eat in the water here. Never caught a gar before. Well, you don't want to either. It's a fish full of teeth. A lot of people call them alligator gar around here. We just call them gar, but they do look like an alligator because them old teeth just come out of each side of their mouth, all crossed up like that, going in every direction, and they're popping the water right out there. I don't know. You know what? Let's zoom in just a little bit, and you guys might be able to see some of them roll up. And they get big. They get up there. Oh, the average size one's 3 foot long anyway, but I've seen them pull them out of here that 6, 8 feet long. It's nothing to have a 45, 50 pound gar that most of the time when we catch them, we catch them on our trot lines and limb lines. Tomcat Josh, how you doing? That's the way I am. Anything that wants to come on my hook, swim by, get tangled up, wrapped up, lassoed, however you want to call it, I'll wheel it in. I don't care what it is. Travis Colvin. Well, I am fishing. This is called James River, and we're in Missouri. And this is a tributary. It runs into Table Rock Lake. And this morning I'm fishing for channel cat. It's a whole lot of fishing and not much catching right now. Rainbow trout's good. We got trout too that swim in here because that also one of the tributaries that dump in this is the Roaring. It's called Roaring River. It's all spring fed, and it comes up out of the middle of a big cave. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He hit that one hard. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up because he hits that like that again. We're gonna set the hook and bring him home to Mama Bird. Travis, I have seen you in many of people's chats before. So you, my friend, need to be blue so you can connect with some of these other channels. Oh, there that liver went. As soon as I pick one pole up, the other one takes off. Isn't that the way of it? That's just the way of it. Yeah, our friends like that, we make standard moderators out of them. That way they can reach out and connect to some of these other great channels that are in here. Well, he popped that hard one time and then he left it alone. This has got that liver on there, and I'm just fishing with straight hook. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just no country boy. Catch them and cook them. That's the way to do. And here in Missouri, we do that a lot. I mean, a lot. That's one of our summertime things is catch and cook them. Yeah, the water is really high here. It is, Brian. It's up, rolling, and muddy. It rained again all night last night on us. Luckily, we didn't get any severe storms. It was just a hard rain. A lot of people would call what we got storms because it was thundering and lightning, but it was for Missouri. It wasn't what I'd call a storm. I'll tell you right now. One time, that water is really high. Normally, where I'm at right here, you can walk straight across this and never get over your knees. And it's all bedrock until you get over there to the channel on the other side. Oh, I missed that one. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Did y'all see that? I was reading chat again. And there it is, Mama Bird, if Mama Bird's watching, Mama Bird's say, GP, pull your head out of your butt. Watch that pole. And, God rest his soul, if my pappy was watching this, he'd say, what's the matter with you, son? Why you got that phone out anyway? We fishing. Tighten it up. That's right. Tighten it up, Loomy. You got that right, girl. Now, I got some liver on there, a little sliver left. He didn't dig it all. So we're going to pitch it out there. Now, normally I fish way on the other side. I throw the pole all the way over and let the current take it down. But she's rolling so much now, if I was to do that, we'd be watered up over here in this tree. So I'm only pitching it out there a few feet. And we're letting the current pull it down and see what it can roll with like that. We are actually fishing for channel cat. There are, here in Missouri, there are several subspecies of catfish. We have channel cat, blue cat, we have flathead, we have bullhead, several species. And today I am specifically fishing for channel cat. Now, I think that the channel cat missed the memo. Because ain't none of them showed up. Bacchus 573. Reef Hacker 3R, 8 years old and can catch a rainbow trout. Well, Leaf Hacker, that's amazing. That's a good job. It's always good to see them youngins out there catching them fish. Went through Mizzou once about 20 years ago. Well, I was here, 20 years ago. I may have been on deployment, but I might have been here. Hey, Mandy, top of the morning to you. Thank you. Appreciate that as always. It's always hot here. In the summertime it's hot, wintertime it's cold. Graham crackers and strawberry soda dough bait. I'm using a dough bait. I'll show you here. It's store-bought. Now, I don't like to buy a lot of bait, but this here is made by Catfish Charlie. It's called Wild Cat Blood. And I got it on that one pole over there. And I got chicken livers on another pole. And then, of course, I got some night crawlers with me. But the night crawlers I got are Canadian, so I'm not sure the fish are going to care much for them. We ain't got very many Canadian fish here in Missouri. 88 yesterday. Yeah, we got 92 yesterday here. And I believe we're supposed to go up to about 88 today. We had rain all night last night. Well, Gail, you just thank you, and you have a wonderful day. And we'll see you out there, girl. Cheddar, garlic, olive oil. Hey, that looks good. You know what? You sound like a good fisherman. You need to welcome to the channel, and you need to be blue. You need to be able to help moderate the channel here and connect to these other channels. And I don't know why Pure Alaska isn't already blue, because we follow them. So there you go. Yeah, we follow Pure Alaska on their channel. Some amazing channels in there. We got 32 awesome people watching already this morning. We ain't been down here very long. I appreciate that. Thank you, Big Movie. Big Movie is a great channel. A lot of people misread Big Movie's title and they jump to conclusions. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a great channel. If y'all ain't ever been over, you need to connect with Big Movie. Hornpout, huh? Never heard of it. Oh, that was a little bite. I seen that through the camera. Y'all see that? A little bite on that pole over there. Got I got that stink bait on. He tapped a little taparoo, a little taparoony. Well, Bacchus, thank you. And you know what? Uh, we're looking forward to seeing you get it. I put a little something extra in there for you. But you got some dried Missouri morels coming your way. Mama Bird wanted you to have them, so they're on the way. Tone Instrumental literally just got back from fishing. It looks like most of you guys know Cindy in there, no Loomy in there. So, you know, anybody that's a friend of Loomy's is a friend of Loomy's. That's a fact. Brian blew his back out yesterday. Dadgummit, I hate to hear that, Brian. I'm using some Catfish Charlie Wildcat Blood fish bait and liver is what I got on the pose right now. And I've got a couple bites, but I haven't landed either one of them. I've been paying too much attention to chat and my phone, and I've been letting them go. I'm sitting on solid bedrock, so there ain't no way I got anything here I can use anything to hold my pose up with. And I've had them jerk the pole off that old tackle box a few times there. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Give a man a little luck and anything will work for brains. That's what I always say. I can use all the luck I need. I can tell you that because I ain't got many brains. You lose fish watching chat all the time. Yeah, you're a pro though, see? See, that makes me feel good because you're a pro at it. And me, I'm not so much a pro. I love to fish and I go all the time. But you know what? Most of the time it's like hunting. I love to hunt, but it's mostly just hunting and fishing. There ain't a whole lot of catching and killing going on. Yeah, to do a live catch, you know, I've never done a live, well, I take that back. I have done live catches with spoonbill down at the lake out of the boat. I've done live catches that way, but I've never done a live catch otherwise. Used to love to go, but you don't go anymore. Well, you ought to get out there sometimes. It never hurts to get out there and give it a go. Lumi, I hope I catch a big one too. But you know what? I just anything. If I can just catch one, that'd be great. But it's like gold prospecting. The the real catch, the real treasure when you're out there is you people, the people you meet. You know, it's always a good time. Hey, Matt Expires, welcome in. Trying to catch some channel cat here in southern Missouri this morning. We had rain last night, brung the river up, got it nice and muddy. We got a lot of debris floating through here. I'm trying a new spot. I'm not doing very good here. We don't have pike here in Missouri. That's more of a northern thing. Yeah, epilepsy can be a battle. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but Mama Bird had about 20 years ago. She had a lot of seizures, and she was oh, there we go, got him. Oh, had him. That was a cluster. What do you do on a case like that, Lumen? You still in here? Did you see that? Did you see that? I had him. I felt him on the pole, but then I snagged him on the pole, and I thought I was going to jerk it into the water and come back with nothing but bare hook. Dadgummit. And that again was on liver. So that old liver, I'm putting her back on there. I got another piece cut up here. And on that liver, I worm it on there. It's just a straight hook. I'm not using treble hook or nothing like that. We're allowed to. I prefer straight hook. I get to reel both these in this time because I plumb disrupted that one there. I mean, when I pulled that pole up, I jerked that other one up and I let go. Just as I was trying to set the hook, I let go of it because I was afraid it's going to flip that pole in the water. And those of you that have ever fished with these Ambassador 6500 Cs, they're not too cheap. I didn't want to lose that. You got that old stink bait still on there. I'll pitch him back out there as well. We got stink bait on the right, liver on the left, and I miss chat. Can I see the fish? You could if I was good enough to catch them, but I ain't good enough to catch any fish. That old stink bait, it tried to take off again there, but it didn't go. Patience, grasshopper, says Lisa. Lisa, you've been following us around here for over a year. You know GP ain't got no patience. I am way too ADD to have any kind of patience. Iced coffee sounds amazing. I would like to, just coffee sounds good. I come down, I got so excited about going fishing, got all my chores done. I didn't bring no coffee with me. I do believe I got a bottle of water or two in the truck because I always keep a keg of water off in there. Yeah, Spartan, that water is flowing, sir. You ain't kidding. She's up and rolling. And you know what? The truth of the matter is, it's been this way for 3 weeks. We come back from Ohio, prospecting there in Ohio, and we had storms for 2 straight weeks. In the last 3-4 days, it's been nice, and the water dropped back down. But last night it rained again. Oh, did it rain? And it brought that water back up. It is flood. It's, we're under an aerial flood right now, aerial flood warning. With WD-40, used for breeze. Yeah, that's the first I ever heard that. I have heard the WD-40 before though. We used to use some little tricks like that as well. There in England, you barely had any rain. Well, that ain't good. Water's been low there, Lisa says. We'd absolutely share some of this water with all you people if we could. Ron, I hate to hear that about your back, brother. That ain't no fun. I've been dealing with the shoulder issue. It's an old injury, but I've been dealing with it since March, since I went snagging in March, and it flamed back up. And I tell you what, it's no fun. Mama Bird keeps telling me to go in and see my physiatrist, my doctor about it, but I got an appointment with him next month, and to be honest with you, I really don't want to know what he has to say. Ain't had much rain there in Indiana or Pennsylvania either, huh? That ain't no good. Well, the rain's been following us around. It's when we went to Ohio, we brought big storms with us, storm for 2 days there, and we drove through Indiana. As we went through Indiana, it rained in Indiana. My pal Brian from Indiana Creek Gold, he told me, he pretty much said, get out of Indiana because it's raining here. Well, there's people in here that can answer that question better than me. What the best river bait is? I tell you what, I can tell you what the best stuff around here that we use, and that's creek minnows. We get them pulled right out of the creek. But you know, it depends on your area, I reckon. Hudson was the lowest you ever seen it. I was reading about that. I was reading about that. Yeah, I know y'all ain't supposed to be doing no gold prospecting up there, but when them creeks and rivers are low like that, that's the time to hit them. Similar to the surroundings here. Well, that's pretty cool. You know, I've never got to explore England at all. I would love to go. I know it's a beautiful country and there's some beautiful landscape there. I've got a throw net that I usually use to get the minnows with, but if I was to try that right now, I'd pitch my net out there and never see it again. The current would take it and snap the line. Yeah, that's a good time. We do too. We do wade fishing, Lisa. Me and Mama Bird, when the water's down low in the hot part of the summer, we just set out for the day, and and this is one of the creeks we do it in, believe it or not. And we usually go that way when we wade fish because it gets deep going the other way. But there's so much bedrock, it's easy walking in most places. We find so many lures and jigs, and we get big old crawdads. We got crawfish. Y'all may not believe me up here, but we got crawfish up here that look like lobsters here in Missouri. I mean, they get there, 10, 12 inches long without any issue. Perch, bass, pike, carp, roach, and brown perch. No, sir, I'm catfishing, Eddie. I don't even have any one single little bass anything with me. This is a good river to bass fish in. Smallmouth, largemouth, and rock bass, goggle-eye bass. We catch them all out of here. We usually kayak this. We'll be doing some kayak trips here in a few weeks. Once the water goes back down, you guys will get to see them. Yeah, we don't use waders either when we do the creek when we go walking the rivers. We just swim our shorts, swim trunks, whatever, and just make a day of it. Got 31 amazing people in here watching and 36 likes. I sure appreciate that. Well, Tim, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I hope we catch some good fish too. I'm gonna add you as a standard moderator, Tim. Uh, like to see you back in the channel. I haven't caught catfish with my bare hands. Noodling here in Missouri is illegal. We're not allowed to noodle. Oklahoma is our closest state that they're allowed to noodle in, but I've never done it. But I know a lot of guys, a lot of fellas and women that go up there and do the noodling. Now I have, a lot of you guys know, I used to teach wilderness survival, and I have caught a lot of bass and panfish with my bare hands. Yep, noodling's what you do with your bare hands. And you know, I've watched a lot of video on it and know a lot of folks that do noodle. They don't here in Missouri because it's illegal, but they're in Oklahoma and they have a blast doing it. It looks like a lot of fun. I know the country western singing star Miranda Lambert. She's from Oklahoma there, and you know, a lot of people don't know this, but she likes to fish, and she does snag and spoonbill fishing like we do here. And I've seen video with her noodling as well. Hi, typically welcome in. Ooh-wee. That's right. I thought we was gonna catch something there for a minute. We had a couple poles that just went absolutely crazy, slid across the tackle box. About jerked one pole, flipped it out, about flipped it off into the lake or the river. Ringo and Zara, howdy. Welcome, pal. Now that I'm aware of, only around here, around Oklahoma and this area in the Midwest, they noodle for catfish. I haven't seen them noodle for anything else. Curly Bill, how you been, Curly Bill? Been a while since I seen you, pal. I got some stink bait on. I got it on this pole right here. But so far, the bites that I've gotten have been on my liver. I got some chicken liver on there. Noodling with a pipe bomb. Well, that, you know what? That's a whole new definition to having a spectacular blowout day. Typical, we're in Missouri. I'm in Missouri here. Southern Missouri. This is on the James River. And this James River runs from Springfield Lake, which is the city of Springfield, into Table Rock Lake. Table Rock Lake is world renowned. It's known for its large bass, but you know, there's about every fish that swims Missouri is in Table Rock. Yeah, I imagine in pike would take a hunk out of you. We don't have pike here in Missouri. But we do have walleye, and a walleye that they look and are a lot of same habits as the pike is, but the walleye are some of the most delicious fish that you can pull out of the water. They rank right up there with crappie. I mean, they are amazing tasting fish, flaky white. Yeah, we snakeheads are invasive. They're foreign. I have heard of them, and they are just starting to make their way into the Missouri waters. They coming out of Tennessee there, and there's in southeastern Missouri. They're starting to make their ways up around the Current River and the Big River and Levin Point and different places. I haven't caught one or heard of anyone catching one here out of this part of the river though. You know, and I tell you what, I had some small shrimp at the house, and I was going to bring them, and I wish I would have. I didn't bring them. Dadgummit. Yeah, that's what I got here. I got me some. I got. That's what I'm getting my bites on right there. It's chicken liver, just regular old store-bought chicken livers. Now, the trick to keeping that on your hook, a lot of people have trouble keeping chicken liver on the hook. is cut it. You don't never tear it. You tear it and it breaks that membrane up and it won't stay on your hook. You cut it though and worm it on there, it stay on your hook pretty good. Snakeheads are brutal. Yeah, I've read a lot of articles on them in Field and Stream and different places, and I think you're right. They seem to be extremely invasive, and they will flat take a creek, a river, a stream, or a lake over. Missed that. Do you freeline your bait or helicopter rig with a lid? I freeline it. Cusk. I don't, you know what? I learned something today. I don't even know what a cusk is. Yeah, I've seen fish with legs too. They call caparilla. They're Japanese catfish. They'll actually crawl from pond to pond. A lot of restaurants and stuff sell them as catfish, which they are catfish. But you know they're from Japanese, and people think yeah they're eating fresh catfish, and they eating legged caparilla. Now this water is not safe for swimming. I'm a retired firefighter paramedic, and I was on the rescue dive team. And right over here, I was where this eddy opens up into this big alluvial fan. It's about 60 feet deep. It's a cavern right in there, and I've unfortunately been assigned to pulling people out there that had drowned that tried to swim across that, and it there's signs everywhere. This is a conservation area we're fishing in, and there's signs everywhere that says unsafe, do not swim, stay out of the water. Snakeheads make good fertilizer. That's kind of like the way we feel about a lot of these gar around here. That's about all they good for is fertilizer. Yeah, here in Missouri, we're known as the cave state, and there's a reason for that. Because I mean, you can't sling a dead snakehead fish without hitting a cave here in Missouri, and you know the waterways. A lot of them have a lot of caves in them people don't know about. So you got to be careful. You got to know where you're at. Look out for them undertows because some of them caves they don't expel water. They bring it in and they expel it somewhere else. And this one here is one of them that has an undertow that brings it in here. And I do not know where it comes out at and how far it runs down underground. But I tell you what, you know, there's been you know bodies that we've looked for here that we couldn't find that got sucked into there. Ocean American Bully, welcome in, pal. Appreciate that. Let you connect to some of these other channels. Yeah, absolutely, they will suck you in. And you know what? My heart goes out to everybody that's ever tried that because you know most of them are just down here trying to have a good time and have fun, and they're with friends and family, and it always ends bad. And as you know, as a former public service and rescue diver, I tell you what, they that's a horrible, 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 horrible thing to have to do. That, you're absolutely right, Lou. I mean, just a little respect. You got to respect nature, period. You know, you got and respect these rivers. That's what it's about. It's all right to get out here and have fun and do some hooping and hollering, you know. And if y'all into drinking, to do some drinking and all that. But you got to respect it, and you got to know that while we have limitations, the river don't. The river's like the ocean, and it'll take you and won't give you back. Hey, Jersey, welcome. Yeah, we're just a little blip to them. That's right. We was 2 years ago. Me and Mama Bird was on this river here, and it was what it normally runs at, which is about 10 or 15 feet lower than what it is right now. And we were kayaking. We kayak up, and then we spend the day up there picnicking, catching fish, cooking them right on the bank, whatnot, and then we kayak back down. Well, we was on our way back, and we were about a mile and a half, something like that, from this spot where we launched at. And we looked up. I got a phone alert, and the phone alert said aerial flood warning, and it was for this county that we're in, and it hadn't rained a drop. I mean, not a drop where we're at, but up north, just about 15 miles north of us, I guess it come a good Missouri gully washer. And I looked at Mama Bird and I told her, I said, we better move with a purpose, because we're getting ready to get a big head raise. And it's the first time she'd ever seen it or experienced it. She'd heard me talk about it, but she'd never experienced one. And it wasn't 3 minutes later, we could hear that water rumbling, and turned around, and there was a giant wave coming at us. And no matter how fast you paddled, you just couldn't get away from it. And it come up 3 foot all at once, boom. And luckily we made it out of there. Now, when we got back to where we launched our kayaks at, there was some boys up there. One of them was trying to teach the other one how to swim. I missed him again. One was trying to teach the other how to swim, and he wasn't successful at it at all, and he was in a bad position. So OGP dove back in the water, and I went up there and saved that young man and brought him back to shore. Luckily, I was here. If, everything happens for a reason, and I was at the right place at the right time. I'm gonna cut me another piece of liver. And I'm gonna go ahead and stick that stink bait back on there. Big old ball of stink bait and stick on there, because whatever that was hit it. He liked it. Got me a nice ball of stink bait on there. Chuck it out there just a few feet. See what happens. Howdy, James. OG. Thank you, Lumi. Appreciate that. Hook her up, throw her as live bait. My pappy, God rest his soul, we used to, these old rivers here, I was raised on them, and we spent, all of our summer as kids, I did, fishing these things, setting out limb lines and trot lines and catching them old channel cat out of here. But every once in a while, always let me bring one of my buddies with me. And One day my buddy asked him, he said, Walt, my pappy's name was Walt. He said, Walt, why you always let me go fishing? You don't let some of the other boys. He said, because you make better bait. If we run out of bait, we just use you. Yes, please behave yourself in here. This is a family friendly channel. The Gentleman Prospector is family friendly. Now in the evenings we do some adult content and have fun and unwind a little bit on our lives. But you know, something like we want everybody to come in here and have fun, connect with one another, and enjoy it. There ain't no sense for all that other nonsense going on. And some of these amazing moderators in here, they will wipe you out. Looky there. You talk about a legend and one pops up. All things country, my pal. Welcome, Brad. Appreciate you coming in. That old big log floating through there. We got, speaking of head races, we must have one coming in. It rained all night last night, and anytime, I don't know how it is where y'all's at, but here in Missouri, you can read the river. You can tell if it's coming up because the big debris will float down the middle of it when it's coming up, and then it moves to the banks as it starts to drop back down. So you learn to read that river, and then that way you know you got to get up into a better place, because where we're sitting at, let me show you here. Let me show you here. Where we're sitting at, we are only about, if water comes up a foot, you see that bedrock? If the water comes up a foot, I will be in the water. So that ain't never no good. ATC, I had you rolling earlier, son. I'm gonna tell you one time, because OGP, we set up down here. First thing I did when I set up was I missed a good bite because I had my phone in hand trying to set the live and stuff up, and it was like, dadgummit. But you know, I thought we'll go ahead and do this. And Lumi got to see this, and all these others got to see this. I had the pole just that way one. I went to jerk. The other pole almost flipped into the water. I ain't had nothing but luck today. I'm telling you what, you talk about a lucky man. I am a lucky man. It's all been bad, but I've had some luck today. Come on with that one time. Stephen Stark, Stephen Strong, welcome in, brother. Yeah, this water is high. But, you know, I wanted to go fishing. I really wanted to go prospecting, but as you can see, it ain't no prospecting going on. I've done creviced all the crevices that are around here, so, you know, but, yeah, you ain't no way you're getting in that water to prospect. Oh, you get in there, it's just, you never get back out. Caden, welcome in. Yeah, catfishing, trying to. It's all fishing, no catching so far. You know, Lumi told me something earlier, said that it's a lot harder than people think to catch a fish live. And you know what? Ain't no truer words ever been spoken, because there's been several bites that I've had since I started this stream 63 minutes ago. I've gotten several bites that, had I not been live watching chat, I'd have caught that fish. I'm confident in it. But looking at the phone, that when my pole went sideways earlier, I seen it through my phone. I wasn't even watching my poles. And time I got to it, you know, it was too late. Caden, we got right here that swims this water, we got channel cat, we got flathead, we got blue cat, we got bullheads, we got just about every kind of catfish species that swim here in Missouri that's in this river right here. Hey, Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad Hayden saw bobcat and a bunch of deer at his girls' camp. We Mama Bird's got a short out. I think it may be me, but on down the river we was floating down there when we was kayaking, and Mama Bird come across some baby bobcats, and she took her kayak close up to it, and I yelled out, and she was videoing it, and I yelled to her. I said, "You better get away from there." And she said, "They just babies." I said, "Look up." And Mama was walking back and forth across this big piece of shelf rock up there, going, "Meow," looking at her. I said, "That's Mama's not no baby." I said, "You better get out of there, girl." Caden, I've got some stink bait, some Catfish Charlie Wildcat Blood stink bait on one pole, and I have chicken livers on the other. And I've, so far, all the bites I've been getting has been on chicken livers. The bobcats are cute, yeah. They'll rip your face off. We got cougars around here too, but you know, in this particular area, it's civilized enough. We don't see very many cougars. Now, just 20 miles to the north of us here, we see a lot of cougars. Yeah, they get big. Them bobcats, I've seen bobcats get up to around 55 pounds or so. Starting to rain on me again here. Tim Ivins, I'm doing good. I'm at the river. I'm fishing. It's all fishing, no catching, but I'm fishing. Yeah, check back in. I'm not sure. I just got a low battery alert on my phone, but I just also kicked in my little phone charger, my widget, so it should be coming back up. That is, as long as this rain coming in doesn't short stuff out. And live fishing can be hard. You ain't kidding. I'm having fun though. I'm out here, and I needed this. ATC, I really needed this. I needed this to, clear my mind, get away, and just sit here and watch this water come by. And I'm having a lot of fun reading chat, meeting some amazing people in here, getting some great advice. I mean, some of these folks in here has been giving out some advice that's priceless. But yeah, I needed this. I really wanted to catch, two or three, nice 6 to 8 pound channel cat, which that's about the average we pull out of here, and flay them out, bring them back, and make some dinner. But I'm gonna tell you right now, after fishing this first hour or so down here, I'm awful glad I put that pork roast on, the pork loins on in the crock pot before I left, because it looks like we're having pulled pork sandwiches for dinner tonight. Hey, Maddie. I do not know why you're not blue, because I have moderated you before, but you know what? YouTube and their infinite wisdom does weird things. What kind of pole setup? Well, both my reels are Ambassador 6500Cs and Boo Garcias. That, I love the bait casters. I love spin casting too, but bait casting anytime I'm catfishing like this or bass fishing. Uh, and in my poles, I've got, these are some old bass poles that I converted a few years ago over into just catfish rigs. And they still good poles, don't get me wrong. I mean, Rose, it stormed all night last night. And well, it didn't really storm, but it rained. But you know what? It's raining. It started raining on me right here, right now. So I don't know. I mean, if it does, it does. Hearts of gold. Howdy, Karen. Schneider Toby. Welcome. Hello from Germany. Well, hello. Top of the morning to you, Schneider. It's not morning there though, is it? It's morning here. got super smoky skies. Yeah, that Canadian wildfire up there is actually, I mean, I tell you what, that's getting rough. You know, all you guys up north, prayers go out to you. I hope everything works out there. Nikki Lee, welcome in. Glad to see you. We're doing a little fishing. We're down here on the James River. And if those of you don't know or are just coming in, the James River runs into Table Rock Lake. And if you guys Google Table Rock Lake, you're going to get a plethora of information because Table Rock Lake is one of the bass capitals of the world. It's got just about every fish that swims in Missouri is in Table Rock Lake, and they're all in this river right here. It is peaceful. It absolutely is peaceful. We have caught, me and Mama Bird and all my kids and family have caught just about every fish that swims Missouri out of here. We catch a lot of crappie, walleye, largemouth, smallmouth, spoonbill. We catch spoonbill in here. We goggle-eye bass, you name it, they in here. Well, thank you, Caden. Appreciate that. You got it. Good deal. Good deal, Gail. I appreciate let me know that. That's woo-wee. That's for you, Gail. Uh, them pans, you know, for a lot of people, they wouldn't be nothing but a gold pan, but they really mean a lot to me and Mama Bird, and we had a lot of fun getting them signed up. Rose is in here. Rose's signature's on that pan, too. Grease Monkeys is on there. Every single person that was there is on that. And hopefully that little bag of pay dirt showed up with it, too. I tried to tape them to the back of the pan so that they wouldn't get up there and scratch the signatures and stuff all up. Amazing and beautiful. Awesome. Every person, that's right, Rose, even the owners of the land, the campground, they signed it too. So it was amazing. And you know, I think there might have even been just a couple of people that just stopped in and wondering what was going on because we was having so much fun. They may have threw a signature on there too. Awesome, Gail. Appreciate that, girl. Well, I sure appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out with me. This means the world to me. It really does. That's right. All the names you see so often, all in one place. Caden, you have a great day at school. Jack and Danae, welcome. Top of the morning to you. We're fishing. And it's all fishing. We haven't caught a thing. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and blame it 100% on myself because I have had my face in this phone and haven't had my head on my poles. And uh, earlier in the stream, you guys should have seen it. I had poles going one way and going the other way. I about flipped the pole in the water trying to jerk it in. And yeah, it's not, today is not GP's catching day. You know, fishing those like prospecting. You go out, you know, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what you're going to get. But it ain't about bringing the fish in. That's a bonus. It's like gold. Not about getting the gold in your pan. That's a bonus. It's about meeting the wonderful people and having that experience out here. out here in the wild, just sitting around, having an experience, and I'm getting to share it with you guys. That's awesome. Today's Rose's day off. Jack and Danae's getting ready to play with the bees. Bad day fishing's always better than a good day at work. You got that right. Dog and cat and canary you got to be blue. You got to connect with these other channels, share the love. That's what we say. That's what we all about. My phone keeps popping up saying 20% battery. Well, you know what, phone? I've got you on the charger. You're charging. I can see you're charging, so quit telling me it. Get her done says I got a little movement on the rod. Yeah, you guys are probably seeing them better than me. I'm looking at the phone. I got I got stink bait on one of them and I got chicken liver on the other. And so far, the chicken liver is where it's been at. They've been popping that chicken liver pretty good. Joseph, you have an amazing day at work, brother. And we look forward to seeing you tonight. Mama Bird's going to be panning out some Indiana Creek Gold clay pay. She's going to try it. She's going to try that clay pay. As all of you that have ever tried processing clay, it can be difficult. And there's a lot of good hacks out there to get through it. ATC's got some really good footage videos out there on how to break that clay up, and I've got a couple myself. And Indiana Creek's got some good clay videos out there. Clay pay is clay painful. You're right. You're right, brother. But we all know clay steals gold, and we find that clay layer. That's where we want to be. And Brian, he had the clay pay lotto there last month, and he texted me and he said, Ken, he said, I'm getting ready to do this clay play. You want a bag of it? And I asked Mama Bird. Mama Bird said, oh yes, I want a bag of it. So I got a bag of that clay pay off of it. Mama Bird wants to try it out. So we're gonna see what's in there. Brian and A3 Sky Warrior, Indiana Creek Gold and A3 Sky Warrior have been smashing the gold there in Indiana. And they shot us an invite. Me and Mama Bird. I gotta call him. Oh, looky here one time. Come on with that. Do that again. Come on with it. I'm gonna pick you up. But he invited us to come up there and do some dredging with. So Indiana's not that far a drive for us. We may have to go up there and give that a try. You guys can see this is a cranking stick pole. I mean, it's an IM6 graphite pole, and you can see the way that current's got that thing bent there. But when them old fish hit it, they pop it good. You can feel them pop it. Yeah, them benzo bricks that's some of the most fun that I ever had in pay dirt as far as fun goes. And I'm gonna tell you what, we've only done two. We got two of them off of benzo over Christmas time, and we're gonna be getting some more of them real soon. And I love them. I may get some just to give away too, because I think everybody needs to experience in benzo bricks. They have a good time. Well, Rose, I tell you what, if we decide to go to Indiana, we'll set a day or two aside just to play with you and Mike. Yeah, come on, fishy, fishy. He popped that pretty good one time, but in this current, you know how that goes. They pop that, and then that'll swirl up, and then the bait's all of a sudden 10 yards downstream from where it is, and it may take that fish. Well, he may never find it again. And while this is an amazing little river to fish in here, uh, right now there's not it's up so high. There's not a real good spot to get in and fish. I think I might actually do a little better if I was to move up just 20 yards where I'm at, and that way my bait would lay about where the camera's facing instead of being down there around them old snags. Oh, he hit that then, and I missed him. A swing and a miss again. You know what? They can't nobody say GP isn't a consistent fisherman, because every one I've jerked at, I've missed. Every one. And I probably threw that too far in this current, I can tell you. Marketplace Boutique, top of the morning to you. Welcome in. Laugh it up, fuzzball. I hear you, Rob. Laugh it up. You know what? That's still, I'm down here fishing. I mean, it's all fishing. There ain't no catching going on, but I'm still down here. Now watch this here. Rob, you got your eyes on this? See that line? I don't know if y'all can see that line. Let me move this just a little bit. That line slacking up there, she's getting ready to take off. And when it does, I'm gonna set the hook, and this one here is going home with Mama Bird. That's at that old chicken liver on there. Yeah, Momo, if he's going to eat anything, it's going to be the bait, because I tell you what, it ain't the fish GP's catching, because GP's fishing. He ain't catching today. Still got 29 amazing people in here watching this old country boy try to outsmart a fish, which probably ain't going to happen. 57 likes. I appreciate that, everybody, more than you ever know. More than likely, that's no crawdad, because that line just, it's slacking up, and then it's not taken back out. So I'd say it's no crawdad. Got that piece of chicken liver on there, taking it up under a piece of that bedrock here I'm fishing on. Well, watching the phone, I missed me another. Oh, looky here. Looky here one time. Looky here, Loomy. GP caught a fish live. Ooh-wee. She's just a little one we call a squeaker cat, but you know what? That's a channel cat nonetheless. GP just caught a fish live. Look at there. Look at there one time. Would you look at that? Come on with it. Ooh-wee. How you like me now? Now, how about that one time? It still counts, that's right. It's pan size. It'll make a couple fillets. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Y'all watch my other pole. I'm going to leave it in the water. I'm going to walk up here because I didn't bring my fish stringer down here with me. It's up in my truck. So I'm going to be gone just for a few minutes. So y'all watch my pole. If it starts to take off, go ahead and feel free to grab it, reel it in. All right, I'm back. And it's raining. It opened up and started raining in on me. So we're gonna pull this hook out of this whole fish here. We're gonna try to. All right, we got him off in the basket there. Oh goodness, let's see what everybody's saying. It's raining hard. Got that on chicken liver. Did too. 10 bites while I was gone, they said. Jack and Danae said. Well, I told you if it bit, you could go ahead and grab that pole hook. I gotta cut me another piece of liver here. Get that back out there. You always want to cut that liver. That way, when you warm it on the hook, it'll stay. It won't break your membranes up. If you rip it, it'll break your membranes up. It won't stay on your hook. Now I'm getting wet. GP's getting wet. My phone's getting wet. My charger's getting wet. My thermocel's getting wet. But I caught a fish. I caught a fish live, and Lumi got to see it. So that's the world to me right there. Come on, get back out there and get you another in there. Let's do this. Let's do this one time. Come on with it. Come on with it, he said. Hey, Dina Littlehell, good morning. Top of the morning to you. Thanks. That means the world to me that you're telling me that I did good. It's raining so hard I gotta put the lid back on my liver because my liver's filling up with water. Been lurking. Rob, you missed it. I caught one. I got fish in the fish basket. You know what? I think I'm gonna reel that stink bait back in. I don't know. Looks like it may be getting a bite. And switch it. We see what happens here, because that stink bait pole now looks like it could be something happening there. I caught more than a cold. True, true. I hope I don't catch a cold. Well, it took me 90 minutes, but I got one in. When I seen that old line slack up, I knew what was happening. Hopefully there's more than one. Get on there. One more of them would be just about enough for a nice little meal for me and Mama Bird. Rose is a certified YouTube mechanic. I think since YouTube come out, we all become certified YouTube mechanics. If we have an issue fixing something, you can always go to YouTube and somebody out there knows how to do it. Man, the rain's starting to let up a little bit, which is a good thing. I'm gonna cut me another piece of liver here. Another hunka. I can't get gold with a fishing pole. Well, no, I don't believe you. I believe you're right. I can't get gold with a fishing pole, but I can't prospect this river here. You still got 33 amazing people in there. And some of y'all got to see me catch fish live. Hey, Dwayne, James? No, this here, I've just got some regular 10-pound test trilene on both these poles here. Uh, I'm just catfishing, and a lot of times I do use a leader line, but today I'm not. If we're at the lake, I'd change gear up just a little bit and go a little heavier gear. But here in the river, I use this lighter gear. Well, I appreciate that, Big Movie. I hope you enjoy your iced coffee, my friend. That's right. Come on, kitty, kitty. Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Dwayne, I don't know why you're not blue, but you need to be. There you go. Now you are. Well, it quit raining. That's a good thing. So I think I'm going to pull that stink bait off that other pole and go ahead and stick a piece of liver on there. Seeing as how that's what we've got most all our bites on, and I just caught that little squeaker cat on there. Well, I would have probably had to stood in the water to got on front of the camera. But you know what? That's a good point. You know, got me some liver wormed on there. We'll pitch this out there about 4 foot or so. Now we got liver on both of them. This is monofelic line that I got on here. XP Gamer 705, welcome in. I got the monofelic line. Mama Bird for sure. Well, I tell you what, Mama Bird loves to fish, but she's at work today. I got hooks. I'm using True Turn hooks on here. True Turn hooks, and now both posts have chicken liver on there. Hey, welcome in, Bud Files. I'm almost a strong silent type. I'm just surprised I caught a fish on live because I'm trying to do the right thing and read everybody's chat. Nice pole. Medium action. Nice, gamer. Got a few sprinkles coming in on me. Roll calls cabin. Howdy. Top of the morning to you. Come on, fishy. Get back out there on that hook. Come on with it one time. In Montana. Well, I appreciate you being here. You're in Ohio. We was in Ohio just last month. We was gold prospecting, but today I'm in Missouri. This is my home state. And we're on the James River. Well, hello, fish shop. Welcome in. Appreciate that. We need to make sure that you're a moderator on here so you can connect with all these other channels. Still got 35 amazing people in here, 67 likes. I really appreciate that, everyone. The walleye run. Well, I've caught a lot of walleye, but I've never been to what they call the walleye run here. Here comes the rain again, pouring down on me, getting old GP wet. It's in Sandusky, Ohio. We was up in Belleville, Ohio, prospecting. Up at Rose Nose Monkey Fest. It was a really good time. Rose Nose Treasures and Grease Monkey are amazing people. Great friends that we met last year. And I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to the next time that we get to get our pans wet. That's a pretty good drive every day. Well, I appreciate that, Rose. We think you're the best. Just real people doing real things. That's what it's about. They are a big raindrop, and I'm not gonna kid you. I'm in a t-shirt. I got my long pants on, but I'm in a t-shirt, and they cold. It's cold rain. Yeah, I bet that fishing would be great there. Up, up, up. What we got going here? Yeah, just a current. I thought we had some. I see my pole move in the phone here. No, I didn't bring no rain gear. I do have a jacket up in the truck, but it's up in the truck. The treasure community is awesome. You got that right, Rob. That's a fact. I think the next big meeting that everybody's going to is out there in California on the Yuba. I know Rose is going and JP. I'm pretty sure Rob and Kristen's going. I mean, so many, too many to name. Brad's going. Just so many people. And that's next month in July. The Yuba Nugget Hunt. That's put on by Blue Lead Productions. Yeah, it'll be epic, all right. It always is epic. We're going to make it out there one of these days. Last year, we almost went last year, and we decided not to. And then this year, it's not in the cards for us to go. We got too many trips planned. That was our trouble. We planned too many trips this year. So many trips, so little money. Yeah, they all cost money. You know, we like to go out to Coos Canyon up in Maine every year, and the cheapest way we found to go up there is $4,000, $4,000, and you know we can't get there and back any less than that. Last year it was more like $6,000 up there and back, but we ended up buying all a bunch of gear and stuff and then giving it away because you can't fly with all that stuff. Hey, Charles Williamson. Well, no, yes and no. They're biting some, but I'm missing them. I've only got one that I caught that I got in a stringer, and the rest of them I've missed. And it's all been my fault because I'm watching my phone. I haven't got this whole live fishing down yet. And I've got my camera or my phone set a little better now to where I can see the phone and the pose at the same time. So I'm getting a little bit more knowledge on it. Yeah, that's nearly a must. I mean, if we go someplace, we don't want to go for just a day or two because we're in Missouri. We got to travel quite a ways to go to a lot of these spots. And you know, one of the things Mama Bird insists on is, you know, after a couple of days, she wants a shower around. That's a must. If it's close enough, we can just pull the camper. You know, we got shower and all that in the camper. But a lot of these places, and especially in my old Dodge, oh, the gas would eat us up. There's no way. I have got pork loins in the crock pot right now, sitting at home cooking. I'm gonna have pulled pork sandwiches tonight. And then tomorrow, it's looking like if I catch a couple more of these little squeaker cats, we're gonna have some catfish fillets. $40 mph gallon in the Tahoe. That's pretty good. My Dodge gets about 8 pulling my camper. About 8 miles to the gallon. Big old crane come up over on the other side. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. He comes sneaking up over there looking for a fish. Them gar are still popping out there too. Let me see if I can move that camera and zoom in on that old crane over there. You guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. Yeah, my Dodge, if I'm pulling a camper, 8's all it gets. I get about 12 if I'm, just every other day. But pulling that old big camper, it gets about 8. You see the crane, cool. Steven sees it. I think people said Mama Bird's in here. Hey, Mama Bird, how's it going, baby girl? I caught a fish, live. Mama Bird's got to see the fish. It's in, I got to get up here where y'all can see. I got a little squeaker cat in here, Mama Bird. See there? Pan size, we catch a couple more of them, we'll have some fish fillets. It's raining and I'm wet. My phone's wet, my charger's wet, everything's wet. Yeah, woohoo! Still got 21 amazing people in here. 69 likes, that is so awesome. ATC says that the fish I caught don't count because I never stepped in front of the camera. I showed him the fish, but I'd have to get down on my hands and knees to get in front of the camera. Hopefully I'll catch another one and I'll step out in the water there. Howdy, James Murray, AKA Jim. Welcome in, pal. We are in Missouri, the 24th state in the Union. Smack dab in the middle of the United States of America. Transitioning equipment, waiting for wax to dry. Gonna listen for a few. Well, thank you, Mama Bird. Dina says Wednesday's her last day of teaching up there in Maine. We've been live for almost 2 hours, and I've caught one fish. I got about 5 or 6 good bites that I should have had more fish, but you know what? I'm down here fishing. I'm not down here catching. Well, James, we got largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, walleye, crappie, goggle-eyed, channel cat, blue cat, bullhead, flathead, spoonbill, gar, carp. Just about everything that swims in Missouri swims in this river right here, because this river runs into Table Rock Lake, which you can Google Table Rock Lake, and it's world renowned, and about everything in there at one time or another swims up in here. So we're pretty fortunate. Hey, there he is. Brian, Indiana Creek Gold, welcome in, pal. And that, Brian, that's what we're down here. I've only got one in the fish stringer or fish basket right now. Got one little channel cat in here, but you know what? Catching fish live is way harder than what all these experts like Lumi and ATC and Anyfin, that they make it look easy. And Skipjack Cindy, and yeah, they make it look easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, catching fish live, it's hard work. Cause you're either looking at your pose or you're looking at your phone, one of the two. And I've been looking at my phone, reading chat, talking to all these amazing people, and I have been missing fish left, right, up and down. Nearly flipped one of my poles off in the water. Rain come in on me. Mama Bird's gonna be attempting to pan out that Indiana Creek clay pay tonight, live. I'm gonna shoot you a text here after a while, Brian, and give you some dates that were free, because Mama Bird's got 2 weeks vacation coming up here at the end of the month, and maybe it's something that'll fit in on you guys' schedule, and we see, because that's not too far to drive up. And as you can see, the water here is up and rolling. Has been for 3 weeks now. It cleared up there last couple of days, and then last night it come in another big hard rain on us, and it didn't really raise it too much, but it sure made her murky and muddy again. Candlelight is cool. That's understandable. Hot water and Dawn dish liquid kitchen strainer to run the clay through. I will. I think Mama Bird's in chat listening, so I'm gonna let her do it. I got a few tricks up my sleeve myself, as all of us prospectors do when it comes to clay, and I'm gonna let her pick her way that she wants to do it, because she's the one that wanted that clay pay, and she loves it. I mean, she loves all that stuff you put out. You put out some amazing pay dirt, Brian. You really do. Looks like Mama Bird went home for lunch, and she said it smells amazing. I got some pork loin off in the crock pot. I'm gonna have pulled pork sandwiches for supper tonight. Pulled pork sandwiches, coleslaw, and onion rings. Oh, there's always good gold in your pay dirt, always. Hey, Curtis, welcome in. So it's been 2 hours, guys, and I'm soaking wet. Here in Missouri, it just hit the 10:30 mark. So I'm about to wrap it up. My phone is telling me that it's still at 20% battery, and I've got it on the portable charger. Pulled pork parfait. That sounds good. So I want to tell you, I want to appreciate everybody. Still got 31 amazing people, 74 likes, and I caught a fish live. I did something that I didn't know that I'd ever be able to do on live, is catch a fish, because these these pros out there like Lumi and Skipjack Cindy and ATC, they make it look easy. It's not easy to catch a fish live. It's not. I'm gonna tell you right now. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna clean my little area up here. I'm gonna take my catfish home. It's just one, but I'm still gonna skin it out, flay it out, put it in the freezer, and then I'm gonna come back. I may come back in the morning and see if I can't catch another one, depending on what the weather's like. Happy hump day to you too. But I want to appreciate y'all. Let me let me flip this camera around one time so y'all can see me here. Bloop, there I am. See, I told you it was me, ATC. But appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. I hope I see all of you out there tonight on Mama Bird's Live, 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Eastern. She's gonna be going through a bag of Indiana Creek Gold clay pay. Now, if y'all ain't never done any clay pay, try to extract gold out of clay, that's one of the hardest elements to try to get gold out of, is clay, because clay steals gold. We all know that. But it also is one of the funnest and one of the most rewarding when you find a clay layer like Indiana Creek has done, that is holding that nice chunky Indiana clay gold. So y'all come around there, 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Eastern. That's Mama Bird 70. And oh, let me flip that camera back around here, guys. We got a little moccasin swimming in the water here. You got these little guys. They come up. You see him swimming there? He'll come up and bite you, and then you're gonna have fever dreams for several days afterwards. But the way that we can tell that a moccasin from a copperhead or just a water snake is look at their tail. Their tail gets super tiny, skinny right at the very bottom on a moccasin. But he's gone. He swum on. So let me flip that back around here. But I appreciate you guys coming in on me, talking with me, watching me miss all these fish and watching me catch one. Hey, you know what? I caught a fish live, and that's harder than what you think. If we don't see you tonight on Mama Bird's Live, hopefully we'll see you the next time we go live. Monday, I go live, on Prospector every Monday, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. And we're usually doing something with the gold, but you know what? This time of year, we may be down here, we may be fishing, we may be hunting, because a lot of our hunting just opened up. We can squirrel hunt and stuff now. It won't be long, frog gigging will be opened up. I plan on doing a frog gigging live. That's a lot of fun. But for now, I gotta police my area, clean my mess up, and I'm gonna head on back to the house. And I'm gonna get the stuff done and get ready for tonight's live. Thank you guys for coming out here and sticking with me on this. Lumi, thank you for all your advice. You was great. And you know, anybody that says it's easy to sit down with a phone and go live and keep up with chat and catch a fish, somebody ain't never done it, because it's hard. And you guys make it look easy. So I appreciate all your help, all your advice, and appreciate you watching me. And if you haven't already smacked that like up, please do. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Share it out. That's what it's all about, sharing the love, sharing the community. I love each and every one of you. I hope you all have a great day. And we'll see you out there. We'll see you the next time. And I think I